Hi, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. This is our Skin Vibes and Pumpkin Eyes session tonight. So we are going to be talking about some awesome eye looks. My name is Trinity, and with me is the beautiful Lauren.
Hi.
Hi. She's a little under the weather with her voice. So
I don't have anything contagious.
that's great. You were at a football game, right? Something like that?
I was at a football game and I had a little too much fun, I think.
So we're just going to be talking about some awesome fall looks. Let me show you. I'm so excited about this. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we are going to go over tutorials on autumn leaves. Are you guys getting into fall? I am so excited that it's finally a little cooler. So autumn leaves is one. I really wasn't sure what I thought about that one. That turned out to be one of my favorites. Harvest Moon, I'm really excited. Lauren's going to be doing that one.
That one's my favorite.
Oh, and I think it's the foils because they're just so beautiful. Yes. And then Pumpkin Spice. Who doesn't love pumpkin spice in fall? Well, I guess there's a couple people, but I am so down with pumpkin spice. Or a dirty chai. Have you had that, Lauren?
No, not yet. I need to try that.
Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Okay, so Cocoa Mocha. That's our fourth one. All right. And Cocoa Mocha. All right. So those are going to be the looks that we're talking about tonight. And, it's skin vibes too. So we're going to be talking a little bit about our skin because if we want our makeup game to be a 10, our skincare can't be a 2. So we will talk a little bit about that too. But first of all, if you are joining us for the first time, or if you are logging in later and watching a replay, we do giveaways. All right. So if you missed the live tonight, we do giveaways with our lives. If you missed the live, put it in your calendar for next week because we do these every week and we love to give fun stuff away. And I have a foil tonight that somebody will win. All right. So be sure you comment for giveaways. And it can be anything. So first we'll just start with something easy like who invited you? All right. Just put the comments below. And, for an extra one, let us know why you love that beauty consultant, complimentary. It doesn't matter what it is. Just, and then it could be what did you bring with you tonight? I'm actually downing my water tonight. I don't have a fun drink, but I need some water. It's been a crazy day. And, sometimes you just forget. So that's fine tonight. Overall, our goal is just to bring you joy. We want to teach you some fun tutorials every week. We want to educate you on your skin because I'm so grateful that somebody taught me. And so we do love to pass that torch on, but ultimately we want to bring you joy. And so we'll ask at the end if we did and if we did our job right. So be sure to comment there. And, if you're loving this and loving the replay and you're like, man, I wish, your friend was there, whatever your friend's name is. I wish Susie was here. Drop a little friend emoticon, and that lets your beauty consultant know, hey, I am so down to do my own little get together with my girlfriends or my own watch party. And if there's something throughout the night that you want to make a mental note on that you're like, oh my gosh, I really love that. Or I have questions about it, drop the shopping cart bag because that will let your beauty consultant know, oh, I'm going to follow up. That's the cool thing, about having a beauty consultant is you get concierge service. You don't have to remember things. We get to remember your wish list for you. We get to follow up with you. And we're available 24/7 with our website. So it's great. And if you don't know, all of Mary Kay's products are 100% guaranteed. So if you go, hey, I like that autumn leaves look, and you get it home and you're like, dude, this is not working for me. If you are a little bit fair skin tone, you might not like that moss in there. You might want to do like the emerald, and it's totally fine to swap it out. It costs you nothing, and it costs your beauty consultant nothing. That is just the beauty of Mary Kay. They want you to be 100% satisfied. So if you have product with you tonight and you're going to walk it through with us, drop a little lipstick in there. Or if you're just watching us for fun, I know Allison might grace us with her presence later, so she can drop a little heart to say hi. So just comment for entries. That's bottom line. But tonight is Skin Vibes and Pumpkin Eyes. So we want to talk about our skincare game. Again, like if you're wanting a 10, your skincare can't be a 2. It's just not going to happen. And so we want to start first with our skin. And so tonight we're going to go over our Time-Wise 3D formula and our Time-Wise repair. And these, let me see if I've got a photo for those two as well. We're just going to kind of start with the basics, and then we're going to follow up and end with our 4 looks and close with that for the night. So let me see. So first of all, and I think Lauren's going to go ahead and talk about the Time-Wise 3D, and then I'm going to talk about the repair. But basically, our Time-Wise 3D, these are like our 2 adult anti-aging formulas, right? So this, the Time-Wise 3D is going to be our preventative, and then when we step into the Time-Wise repair, the Time-Wise 3D is more like your first adult skincare line, right? And that is going to be a preventative. Then we move into the Time-Wise repair, and that's going to be anti-aging, but also it reverses time. So it's going to be repairing, hence repairing damage that has happened to your skin over time. So that's kind of like your second adult set. So I'll be talking about that one. But first of all, I'm going to kick it over to Lauren, and she's going to start with our Time-Wise 3D.
So, hi, how are you tonight? I'm going to talk about the Time-Wise 3D, and it is 3Ds because it defends, it delivers, and it delays. So those are our 3Ds. So we want to delay time, and by minimizing our fine lines and wrinkles before they get too deep. We want to defend from free radicals and the ultraviolet light and the blue light and the pollutants in the air, everything that's attacking our skin. If you think about it, everything that goes on your glasses, at the end of the day, that's on your skin too. So we need something that's going to protect our skin from that. And Time-Wise 3D does that. And our cleanser comes in 2 formulas, one for dry to normal skin and one for combination to oily skin. And they're different. So because they target your skin's needs. So I like the combo to oily one. And I do this morning and night. So that way I have 24 hours of defense, delay, and delivering. And then during the morning, I put on my SPF 30, I was right, for the daytime. And this also protects from the blue light that I'm in front of a computer screen for half of the day. I'm a school teacher, so nowadays I'm teaching half a day in front of a screen and half day live. And I'm also a dance director for a dance team, so I'm outside a lot. So this really helps. And then at night, I have the night cream for the other 12 hours, and that's gonna repair my skin and sort of reset everything. And then to make my eyes brighter, I use this baby, and this is the Time-Wise eye cream, and I use this in the morning and also at night, so that way I get 24 hours of moisture under my skin. It's an eye cream, so it I have a 3-year-old. She came to visit. Oh, I can open that for you. Hang on.
Isis dropped hers.
Isis dropped hers. Yeah. Oh, okay. Go show Kiki. Yeah. She likes to play makeup with me too. It's really cute. So this is a special formula, so it goes on your eyes. So the skin under your eyes is it's thinner, it's more delicate. So you need something that's going to go straight into your eyes. If you put something like this on your eyes, it's not going to absorb. Excuse me. So that's our Time-Wise 3D in a nutshell. So, and what I like about this is, like you just saw, I have a 3-year-old. This takes 3 minutes every day out of my day. So I'm getting all of this protection and defense in my Time-Wise, and it saves time. So I'm exfoliating, I am toning, I am getting rid of my fine lines and wrinkles, I'm cleansing, and it's just a fantastic product. So, and that's all I have tonight on Time-Wise 3D. Trinity's going to tell us about the next step, which is our Cadillac of skincare, the Time-Wise repair.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I love that you talked about the eye cream too, because for those of you just joining us, we are talking about the 4 different looks. We're just starting with our skincare, the skin vibes, because if we don't have a good skincare regimen, and it's not, our skincare's not at a 10, our makeup's not going to be at a 10. And have you ever seen some of those ladies that it's kind of cakey below their eyes? Most likely they don't have an eye cream or a really high quality eye cream. So it's so important that we're moisturizing, and that's kind of what we're going to find. So this is our repair line. Okay. And let me, I'm so excited, y'all. I have a different program now, so I'm still learning. So bear with me. But so this is our beautiful repair set. You know, I love even just the packaging is so beautiful. Okay, so now when we amp into the repair, let's see if I did this right. And let's see, there it is. Okay, so on the repair, as we get older, and we mentioned this earlier, that Time-Wise 3D is kind of our adult skincare line, our first one. It's our preventative. And Lauren was so right too about all the things that we're doing right now in front of our computers. Like those blue lights are affecting our skin. And so that's what's so great about this, is that it's defending against the free radicals that include that. So when we move though into our second adult skincare line, right, this one is going to do some restoring. The Time-Wise 3D is a great preventative. Then we go into this one, and you see like their tagline right away, lift away the years. Okay, this one, it's our Voluform set. So kind of our main focuses with this is adding lifting, plumping our skin. It's going to repair deep lines and wrinkles. It has plant stem cells and biomimetic peptides. I'm so sorry, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But those peptides in there are helping restore and regenerate. And this volume supporting peptide, it's so amazing. It's in our Voluform complex. And so that's actually across the board with everything that you're using in the Voluform. Okay, you have the cleanser, you have this wonderful lifting serum, the day and the night cream, just like Lauren was talking about with the Time-Wise 3D. You're going to have that here as well. But kind of as we go into, I'm going to keep that up to the side so you guys can see. As we go into our later years, you know, really one of the name of the games with anti-aging is hydration. Okay, so we need some lifting and we need some hydration. So we're getting that with this foaming cleanser. Okay, this is going to tone and it's going to cleanse. What's neat about this, we also need some tone correction as we get older. So you're going to get that with the cleanser, and then you're also going to get that in our moisturizers. Okay, so in our day cream, it has the SPF to protect as well, and then in our night cream, this has retinol in it as well. And so, and I believe there is hyaluronic acid also, and so that's going to help restore. It's going to help with your tone, and then that lifting serum right here. Our lifting serum, this is like magic in a bottle. Okay, so all of a sudden I was talking to a cousin of mine, and it's like we're getting a little older, and all of a sudden it's like out of the blue, your neck is like, hey, what just happened? Like, so we need that firming. And so it's great to start on that Time-Wise 3D to help as a preventative. But if you're a little bit older and you need a little more, you can amp it up and add in this lifting serum to your routine if you want. It has this really cool display here. So you're always going to know where you're at. Like as you're getting, this will actually keep going up on the side. And so you can see I'm missing a little bit in the bottom, but it kind of keeps you aware of where you're sitting. The next thing when you go into our high-end model, our Cadillac line, as Lauren said, is you're going to notice the bottles are a little different. Okay. And so what you do to apply this is it's actually, you put your fingers here and you're going to pump into that. And you see that that cream just came into here. It keeps it sealed off because when it's exposed to oxygen, it loses some of its efficacy because it's exposed to oxygen. So that keeps everything nice and airtight. And then it will pop off if you're getting right to the bottom, you know, the end of the bottle, you can do that. But I like that. So it's keeping everything nice and pure in its purest form, right? And then you're going to end with the eye cream. And I thought I brought my eye cream. Oh, the lights tend to really make my eyes sensitive. I don't know if you feel like that, Lauren, or not. But the eye cream for the repair line, okay, is it uses the same metal that boxers use, so it is always cold. So the boxers will use that metal to put on their face, their coaches put on their face so that they don't, to help depuff. And so this will do that as well. So you just put that under your eye and up here. And so it's just a great line. So those are our 2 adult lines, okay? And the last thing I wanted to show you with them is amping it up with our sonic brush, okay? Have you guys ever gone somewhere to visit and you forgot your toothbrush, and so then you're using your finger and it kind of works, but it's nowhere near when you have a brush, right? And so that's going to be the same thing. This actually cleanses your skin 4 times more, cleans out 4 times more impurities when you're utilizing a brush. And so that's always something good to think about in your skincare routine. And if you don't have one yet, Mary Kay's is so great. It's going to have 200 plus sonic powered oscillations. So let me actually make that a little bit bigger for you so you guys can see. 60 seconds. So it has a timer on it. It's waterproof. You can use it in the shower. It has a timer on it. You can use it in different places of your skin. 15 seconds on your forehead, 15 seconds on your cheeks, and 15 seconds on your chin. So it helps you make sure you get a really good clean. And I'm going to use my mom for an example here. She had one and she wasn't using it. And it was so funny. We're visiting her right now. And she was like, oh my gosh, I just used that for the first time. My face feels like squeaky clean. So I just thought that was so awesome. So I wanted to be sure that we talked about that. And now we're going to go into our looks. All right. That's so exciting. Okay. So our first look, let's add Lauren back here. Our first look is going to be, let's do Harvest Moon.
This one's amazing. And it's actually a full moon tomorrow night. I don't know if you can hear me, but I have it on this eye.
Well, let me take myself away so we can zoom in on Lauren.
All right. So I have it on this eye. And what it is it's copper, pyrite, and also moonstone. So you have that glitter and that depth and that highlight, and they all work together. And then what you do is you put the moonstone as a base color, and then you put the gold foil, it's copper actually, and you use that all over, and then you contour using your pyrite foil, and it creates this beautiful, it really picks up the light, as you can see, and it's just fantastic. And I love how it's only 3 things, so I can do this very quickly, and I can make it lighter or darker as I, depending on what I'm doing and the time of day. And when you use the primer for the eye, it really makes it pop. And that's our Harvest Moon collection. The next is Pumpkin Spice, and that's on this eye. And you can see in the picture, it's actually in our Petite palette. And both of these looks, actually all of these looks, fit in the Petite palette. And so this one's going to be your Burnished Bronze, Shiny Penny, Candlelight, and Biscotti. So you get these 4 different tones. I like to use the Biscotti first to highlight, and I have it on this eye. And it has more color and more, there's more going on, but there's less sparkle. Although the Burnished Bronze and the Shiny Penny are very sparkly, they're not as shiny as our foils. So I like to start with a Biscotti and a base just under my brow and on the inside of my eye. Of course, it all depends on how your eye is also shaped. So then I like to use the Candlelight to bring it in a little bit. And then I like to start with my contouring on this one more. So I take a V shape in there, and then I put it all together with the last color. And then use a blending brush, a clean brush. And our brush cleaner is amazing because you can just spray your brush, wipe it off, and it dries quickly so that you can use the same brush. But if you really want to, I would recommend getting more than one brush because that way it doesn't take as long. I'm always in a hurry, so that's my preference. And that's the harvest, not the harvest moon, that's the pumpkin spice.
I love that. How's your voice? You okay?
I'm okay. My daughter, my eldest daughter, is making me some tea.
Oh, good. Yeah, I'm glad that you mentioned the primer because I forgot about that at the beginning, but we really, we want to prime our face. Someone was asking me the other day about priming for lashes, and it's like priming is always going to make everything better. Priming our wall makes everything better. Priming our face, priming our lashes. So priming our eyes. So that's kind of like a little bit of prep. What Lauren said is starting off with the Mary Kay primer. So I did forget to kind of tell you that. And then you also want to have our tools would be our amazing brush cleaner because you will need to kind of go back and forth, or if you have a lot of brushes, then that's awesome. But these are kind of the tools that I use today, right? And especially because we went back and forth. So I sprayed them down and scrub. Oh my goodness, that is so cute. I love the flowers in it. And then it's a little hat. Okay, so have you, just like Lauren said, she had two on either side. Can you see? So this is, let's go to this so you can see. We're gonna add. Okay, so we're gonna go now to Cocoa Mocha. Whoa. Okay, so Cocoa Mocha, if you see this one first, it's a very, very brown. So we have hot fudge, we have mahogany, burnished bronze, and rose gold. And when I first did this, it looked like I had just brown all over my eye. Because the rose gold is really, really beautiful. And I love to do that sometimes on just like an everyday look, just on my lid. But it's not as bright as like the gold status or the one that Lauren was using with Harvest Moon. So you have to be really careful. But the cool thing is that, you know what? I just took our amazing eye makeup remover, shook it up, and took it off and started over. Okay. So if you look, I've got one look here. Okay. And one look here. This one is actually my favorite. But for now, we're going to talk about this one. And I apologize. My eyes really watering from the light. But so if you see, let me see if I can wipe off the part it's watering just a little bit. Okay. So what I used, we want to start from that. Normally I start from the lighter color and go in. But because this one was so dark, I actually started with my dark color and just made sure to, and it's, I think with it, I've messed it up just a little bit with my eye watering, but I took the hot fudge, and this eye has no eyeliner on it, okay? I just took our hot fudge with our little smudger brush and went underneath and did that and utilized our eyebrow as well. Can you see that? To just touch up because there's so much brown going on. We have an awesome brown eyeliner, but I figured I'm using the shadow already. So I just went all over with that one. And I just did really, really little hot fudge in that corner. And then I took the mahogany and added that to the top, and it almost gave it, I don't know that I would normally pair these together, but it was really fun. And that's the cool thing about all these colors is you can play with them. It almost gave it a red tone. Okay. And then I took the burnished bronze and I blended that all together. Okay. And then on the bottom here and in the corner, I did the rose gold and a little bit up top here. And then the key, it's really not blended right now. I must have wiped it when my lines, my eye was watering, I'm sorry, but definitely you want to take it and just always blend. And that's the cool thing is if you need a little bit more, you just take it and you fix it with your brush. Okay. Always a clean brush though, or the brush that has the light color that you're trying to blend, right? So I paired that with our rose gold. And if you look this way, you don't see, it does need to be blended a little bit more on here because of the watering eye, but when you just look at it with the other colors, and if my eye wasn't watering, the browns are really, really beautiful. And then I just paired it actually with our nude lip liner. Okay. Then going into our next look, and I did forget to show you guys a video of our Chroma Fusion shadows. They have a 12-hour hold for the 24-hour girl. Okay, so this Autumn Leaves, this one, oh my goodness, I was really excited about. Okay, and on these colors here, so Lauren showed you they all fit in our little petite palettes, but I just took out my pro palette here. Okay, this is only $25, which is cool. And so I put them all together next to them. I used that darker color, again, with our smudger brush. I took that Merlot and I lined the bottom. And what was really neat is that Merlot color just gave a little bit more depth to this color. But if you can see here, so this is where I'm really digging this. And my eye hasn't watered over here to show the mistake. Okay, so on here, what I did is I went the normal route that we go. I took Gold Status, okay? And first of all, I primed the eye. And then I took a little bit of our concealer and I like to go underneath my brow with the concealer and then blend it down. So I have just a nice clear white palette to start on. Clear maybe isn't the word, but neutral palette to start on. Then I take the Gold Status and I do Gold Status all over the top. Okay. And I did it on the bottom as well. I just tapped it as kind of like a base color, even though it's got a lot of shimmer to it. Then I took the Moss and I did the Moss on about just a little bit past the middle of my eye. When we do that lighter color right above our pupil, it brightens up our eyes. Okay. So I just did just a little bit beyond that. And I did a nice coating of that really pretty Moss just on this bottom part of my lid in the back. And then I took that Merlot and put a little bit, like Lauren was talking about doing that V, a little bit of that Merlot in that corner V to basically merge it with that liner that I did on the bottom. And then I took the Rustic with our eye crease brush, okay? And that Rustic, I blended everything together and I went all the way to the corner with the Rustic, okay? And so then I blended that all in. And that is how you get that. You see those extra colors that are just kind of flown in there. It's become my favorite. And I don't really usually do green a lot, but I'm so digging this. I actually text Lauren. I'm like, man, I'm loving this. So you took the green and we used the brown to blend in together. And then I want to do one of I like our all over shadow brushes and it's completely clear of product. And I took that and blended it all. Okay, because otherwise you get what almost looks like over here. I mean, I feel bad for that person that popped on for a minute because they're probably like, oh gosh, what is that? But it's gotten very smudgy because my eye just completely watered from the light. But so on this side here, this key to anything is if it's starting to look weird, one, don't freak out because you can always take it off, and two, blend, 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 blend. So I took that and I blended, and then I took my Gold Status brush again, which was the all over shadow. And I just tapped a little bit on the top to give that highlight. And then I actually have two of the creaser brushes. I have one that's usually got the darker color on it for lining the bottom. And then I have one that's lighter and I love to tap a little bit in that corner, in the corner of my eye, and it just makes it bright. And then I paired this. So initially I thought, ooh, Wineberry would be really fun because it's going to pull out the Merlot and kind of blend really well with those colors. But I was like, oh, I want to try this Copper because it has a little bit more of a fall look. So you kind of have a little bit of that, but the Wineberry I put on top because I just tend to like the pink tones more on me. And then I paired that with the berry. So just a little bit more color. The browns are really nice for fall, but I'm just liking the berry more. And that's the cool thing is you can play with all these looks and see which one you like. And you're never married to anything. If you don't love it, wipe it off and start over, right? So if you're just joining us, we just did our 4 eyeshadow looks. This one is our Autumn Leaf. It's definitely my favorite. Don't pay attention to this eye. It has watered. And so it's kind of a little smudged. But those are our 4 fall looks. We will go ahead and post these later. And let me show you a quick video of the Chroma Fusion because I completely forgot. But that was something that I mentioned when we were talking about this look here and why I had to start over initially, because the colors are so pigmented that you want to just start really light. So let me show you that awesome video. Let's remove this one. Oops, add to stream. And there'll be a quick little video on, okay. And here we go. Chrome tab. There it is. And, oh, I got to hit play, huh? Okay. So I love that because it's got that 12-hour hold. They're super pigmented. And then this was the palette that I showed you. They're all magnetic, or you can do, we have one in between these two, or that little 4 one, and that's what all our looks are. Yeah, there you go. And so what's neat is all these, you can either keep them all in a little 4 palette, so you've got your looks ready to go, or you can keep it in the Pro. Or the little mini one, but I love it because they're all magnetic, so you can just customize it to whatever you want. So yeah, so that is going to be our 4 looks today. And again, remember, if you're wanting your makeup to be talk to your beauty consultant. Ooh, what just happened? Okay, sorry. If you're wanting your skincare or your makeup to be a 10, we got to make sure that our skincare is a 10 as well. Our skincare can't be a 2, because then we're going to have some problems, like we mentioned with that under eyes, right? So the last thing I want to do, I hope you guys had so much fun and learned a little bit tonight. You can talk to your beauty consultant about anything that you might be needing. I also wanted to let you know, some of you know and some of you don't, you know, the Mary Kay opportunity is only, they're doing a $30 e-start right now. And so I love sharing this with every woman that I know, because it might not be for you, but you might know somebody. Or right now with COVID, you're like, hey, I love the idea of a 50% discount. So I always love to share that. So this is a quick little 4-minute video, and I will do that. And then we're going to close. And again, if you are joining us, be sure to comment, because we will be giving away one of our foils tonight. And you can drop an emoji, say hi, let us know who.
My name is Ari, and I've been working with Mary Kay for 17 years now. I started when I was first working as a full-time actuary at an insurance company, and I was young in my corporate career, and what really intrigued me about the Mary Kay business opportunity was the earning potential and the flexibility. I did not love the beauty business or makeup. I was a tomboy. And what really intrigued me was that I did love the empowerment of women. Having been raised by a single mom, I loved anything that was going to empower women. And I saw women connecting with each other. And when I tried the product, I did fall in love with the product. I also love the philosophy of being able to live life according to the priorities of God first, family second, and career third. And there was this community and this tribe about this company that was really intriguing. You know, what Mary Kay was about was that each time I went to an event and each time I was around the girls, it just felt so good to be part of a group of women that wanted something more. And what Mary Kay is about is not what I thought it was. I had this idea that it was just about pink Cadillacs, or it was just for, you know, my mom or my grandma. If your mom or your grandma used Mary Kay products for these mature women. And so I thought it was just maybe for the stay-at-home moms. And the reality is I just didn't know enough. I was in the workforce, and once I started my own Mary Kay business, I started making my own discoveries. I realized that this was a lot bigger than what I had imagined. I saw women in every generation enjoying Mary Kay. Even today, I think this is one of the most remarkable things about Mary Kay is that every generation finds a place and a love for this company. company. It blows my mind to see women working it while they're in college and they're driving their pink Cadillacs at 19, 20, and 21 years of age. And then there's others that are in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, and they just can't say goodbye. You know, women who are empty nesters that are coming alongside this opportunity. And I'll tell you why. I really believe that it's because of the culture. This culture encourages diversity. It encourages creativity. It encourages flexibility and understanding the core values of being able to work your family, God, family, and then career. And so that really works for our lives, and it works for our families, and it works for business. And because Mary Kay Ash started this company 56 years ago with these core principles right at the center, everything has branched out from that. So how does it work? The first way it works is you can just sell and make 50% on the go. Super duper appealing, super simple, no sales quotas. This is just you're being a savvy shopper. You're going to get your products at a discount, or you're going to be a side hustler. You're going to make some extra cash on the side, you know. And as a savvy shopper, you probably recognize, yeah, my family will probably buy for me, my friends will probably buy for me, and I'll be able to get my products at a cost. Or as a side hustler, I don't know if you realize that you can make a couple extra $100 a month if you just sold 3 satin hands, 3 lip glosses, and 3 mascaras each week. You would make an additional $500 profit a month. That is so good. The second thing that's appealing is that there's room for growth, and you can go at your own pace. All right. So no one's telling you, oh, hurry up. There's no pressure. You can move at your own pace. You're the boss, babe, but you're not alone. So you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So the company does all the marketing, all the training, the printed material. It's the best training. And then they give you the room to spread your wings and fly at your own pace. You know, I did earn my first Mary Kay career card when I was 26 because it was at my own pace. And then I was able to teach other people how to build their own business. And I grew a team. And as I grew up, I grew this team. And then I wanted this to be a career. And I was able to teach other people how to pass it on. And on up as I grew into turning this into a full-time career, I was able to walk away from that corporate job, and I was able to build a 6-figure income now for 17 years running, a 6-figure income. So if you would like a little more information from your beauty consultant, she can definitely tell you more. I will share with you that to start your business, you get a $100 starter kit. That $100 starter kit comes jam-packed with over $400 of full retail products, just like you can see in this picture today. And that will give you a consultant number and purchasing power. So your beauty consultant can give you more information about that. Thank you so much for listening.
Hi, everyone. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to that, because I think you just never know who might need something like that, right? And I don't know if you noticed on that, on there, she showed, you know, how much it was for the starter kit, which one of Lauren's most recent friends took advantage of. But also right now through December, it's only $30 to get a virtual kit, have a website, and start going and selling, which is just amazing. And then of course you get that 50% discount in the process. So I hope you all had fun. I hope we did our job. Did we bring you joy? Did you learn a little bit? Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And like I said, I will go ahead and post these pictures in the comments as well, so you guys can see them again. But that is our autumn leaves, our harvest moon, pumpkin spice, and cocoa mocha. So thank you guys so much for joining us tonight, and we hope you have a great rest of the week. Bye.